the race starts in about 15 minutes, so we have to hoof it. Boat out here is about 50, 100 feet off a reef.
Oh, you're not doing it right there. Oh, you're not. Oh, I don't know about that. But we're almost there.
We are floating and driving.
Back in the water. Time for a nap. Almost 2 years ago, we left it all behind for a chance at the sailing adventure of a lifetime.
It has not been smooth sailing since then, but together we are learning and laughing our way through.
Our hope is that if we laugh long enough, we can make our merry way around the world.
And this
is a Millennial Falcon.
There was some movement and you could definitely hear the doo-doo-doo-doo, which can only mean that cutlass bearing is cooked.
Tropical storm Gonzalo is developing quickly and is expected to gain strength over the next 2 days.
Can't believe that we're having to deal with this, but Hurricane Gonzales or Gorgonzola or Gonzales is making a beeline for us.
Here's our treacherous hurricane. It's already downgraded to a tropical storm.
Work out my rain jacket.
Yeah, I can see a patch of blue sky right there.
We're going racing. So there's a unofficial race around the island going on today, and we happen to share a boatyard with a couple of the boats who are in the race today. And Craig here behind me managed to negotiate a couple of spots on the race crew. But we have to get out to the windward side of the island by 9 o'clock, find those boats and get aboard before they depart on their race around the island. So we're in a little bit of a race just to get to the start of said race. So we struck out on the race boats. They're all full. COVID's made them cap their crew numbers. So now we're running down to the wharf to try and catch the official boat so that we can follow the race rather. But the race starts in about 15 minutes, so we have to hoof it. So this boat out here is about 50, 100 feet off a reef, and they're trying to lay a line so that they don't have to tack back to beat the boat that Craig is on just over there. We're all watching with bated breath to see if they end up on the reef or if they tack in time. I mean, the waves are breaking. Oh, so close. Even on this camera, you can see the line of breakers. It's like 50 feet behind the boat. So these guys are trying to thread the needle, and Craig's out here on this boat called Be Free, and they've got a much better angle, and they're like closing the gap rapidly. You can see Craig near the spreaders there, hanging out for grim death, trying to go as fast as possible. Just gone flying past Be Free when they popped their asymmetric, and much to our surprise, Craig's driving the bloody thing. We thought he was just there to be ballast on the rail, and he's somehow gone from an arse cheek on the gunnels to on the tiller. He's driving. Talk about a field promotion or what? did you convince him to let you drive?
Yes. Well, I was sitting there and I was almost on one grinder, and then he's yelling at me. I couldn't work out what he was saying. He's going, "You here." Next thing, I'm on the helm.
So we've woken up really early. Well, it's not really early actually. It's about 8 o'clock over here. Even now, even too sunny probably to do any work outside. It's just so hot all the time. I came back the other day. I just took the afternoon off because I was getting a bit of a heat rash. And I came back and Adam had completely painted the hull, which was like such a surprise. He'd just done it all, and Craig as well too. They'd just painted the whole hull as a surprise for me. So I came back and I was very, very happy. And now I kind of feel like I owe them, you know, a little bit of a, well, Adam at least a bit of a paint. So I'm going to paint the rest of the hull while he's going to finish sanding the Traveller. These are our last few jobs before we can finally get back in the water. Everything else that we might have on the go, all those little bitty kind of jobs that we have flying around, they can all get done while we're in the water, but it's so hot, it's so mosquito-y, it's just gross on the hard, so we're really, really keen to kind of get back into the water, get our jobs done and just finish things up out there, you know. I have an armchair painter over here.
All my tools are... Why?
I'll go make coffee,
Alright.
and he can start
That's
painting.
a square deal if I ever heard one.
Oh, you're not doing it right there. Oh, you're not. Oh, I don't know about that.
I wouldn't do it like that.
Oh, you're a bit high to the waterline.
Not gonna do that, eh?
I always give myself a little bit of a time challenge whenever I put the coffee on to try to see if I can like whip out either some dough for some bread or pizza dough or something, or today banana bread. So I'm going to try and do that one before the kettle boils on my coffee. Literally just when it boiled. Perfect timing. Yes. So I'll have a nice mid-morning banana bread to offer around some of the people who we've met in the yard. The reason why I make so many banana orientated sweet things is because I have every intention of actually eating a fresh banana, and then within about a day it just goes off, and so I need to get creative and try and think of ways to use up these rotting bananas. So there's a lot of banana cakes, banana pancakes in our life. Coffee delivery. Oh, is that all you've done? Almost there.
Well, we're going to keep painting till the can's gone, you know that, right?
But we're almost there. So today is actually a public holiday, and that means that none of the shops are open. So we're using all the paint instruments we have on board, which is a foam roller that's getting a little worse for wear right now. And Adam has also just realised that he won't be able to get his daily intake of soft drink. So he's a little distraught. It's bloody public holidays.
Emancipation Day it is.
Yeah. So at least the one good thing about being in the yard next to a lovely ocean and doing work. So that we can go swimming afterwards at lunchtime.
So we've shaped up the mahogany as best we can, and this morning I just put in 4 bolts. So we've got some threaded bar. I'm going to put 4 through bolts through the deck with backing plates, and this is only because we can't get bolts that are long enough that will also fit in the track, and I will hope to track them down another day. We're going to use these long track bolts for the track, but because they're not long enough to go through the mahogany and through the hull, we're going to have to set them in resin. But there's like 21 bolts along the length of the track, and I'd say that's more than, and actually when you set a bolt in resin, it's actually got a, if I'm not mistaken, it has a stronger pull-out load than it would for just a backing plate and a nut, because of your threaded length is a lot longer, and it's chemically bonded instead of mechanically bonded. So it will be perfectly adequate from a strength point of view. I dare say the biggest problem we're going to have is for future Adam when he has to get the bolts out. But Trev over here, we discussed this at length, and he's done it many times, and he says as long as you can, if you've got a soldering iron, you can put the soldering iron on the tip of the bolt, and the heat works its way down and just softens up the resin just enough to get it out. So in a couple of years time, when I want to get this out again, I reckon I'll be either praising or cursing Mr. Robinson.
Okay, caulking's in. It took about 2 hours or so rather than the 20 minutes that we thought it would to get those 4 bolts in. So we're a little tired now and the sun's kind of setting, but we just want to get this track in, and there are 23 bolts to get this track in. Are you going to do the resin tonight or not?
Keep trying until we run out.
Yeah, we're just going to keep trying and until we're just knackered, which we are now. But
takes 8 minutes. Promise it does. Yes. You're going backwards.
Alright, it's go time. We've got all holes drilled and set out, and now we're just going to put some caulking on for the main track and resin the bolts in. How do you think that's even?
To be like that.
Okay.
Okay. We figured while we were on the hard, we would just head up the mast and check all the rigging, check the grub screws in the roller furler tracks, change out the mast headlight for an LED, and what else did I have to do? Check the diamond stays. They're a bit soggy ever since I took about an inch out of the forestay. So the diamond stays have sort of gone all higgledy-piggledy. So we'll just tauten them up a little bit and tighten them up a bit. Poor Khiara's down on the winches all by herself. So it's splashdown day. We've had a pretty good run. We were working up to the 11th last night. Nothing super urgent, just trying to get the We went up the stick just to check out the diamond stays and a lot of the swages and change out the masthead lights for LEDs finally. So we managed to get that done, and we stripped down the boom cradle, got the new traveller cart sort of installed. I've yet to polish it up and get it looking pretty, so I'm not going to unveil that to you just yet, probably tomorrow. And yeah, she's looking good. She's looking clean. Hopefully all the prop is all good and the cutlass bearing is snug as a bug. The damage on the old one was not so bad. Like, if it wasn't making a racket, I probably wouldn't have changed it at all. Like, it certainly had plenty of life left in it, but it wasn't evenly worn, which does support my theory that when we realign the engine, we messed something up. So we'll see how it sounds when we splash down, and I don't know, see if that was the culprit or not. If not, honestly, however it sounds when we splash down now, as long as it's not how it was back in St. Martin, I will be happy, and that is how it's going to sound from now on.
So it's haul out day. It's not haul out day. So it's launching day. We've got all the jobs done. I'm not going to say it's the tidiest of boats inside, but we've got everything done enough so that we can splash. All cleaning, etc. we can do when we're on the boat. But I don't know what it is, but I think every time we go out the water, we get a little bit more tired and a little bit less feeling like we'd want to do boat work. So this time, after like one other time that we've hauled out just this year, as well as another 2 times in previous years, we're just so exhausted after this little period out of the water that we're just raring to go back in the water. We can't wait to just have a nice day off first of all, and then just do some sailing, and just, we are really, really looking forward to not doing those boat jobs. Anyway, here she goes.
Splashdown day. It's going to be great. Looks good.
Yeah.
Not sinking, okay?
Nope, not sinking. Oh, we've moved. Okay.
Alright, you want to turn the engine on?
Start her up. We are floating and driving. We are boaters again.
Yes! Back in the water! Time for a nap! Oh, automatically my mood is like happy again. Alright, where are we gonna go? Let's go and anchor somewhere. Okay, gonna do our business, and I dare say this might be the last time the camera is off for today. Sorry, that the camera's on for today, because I am freaking tired and I wouldn't mind a little day off. So,
Agreed.
what do you think? Yep. Alright, we will see you tomorrow once we are fully rested.